Yo, 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 what's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Nick the Great coming at you with another live. You already know if you're new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. To all the returning friends and family, you already know it's peace and blessings. Give y'all a little bit of time to tune in. Sorry, I had to change the time schedule for this earlier. For those who was on the backup, y'all already heard the madness in the house. Yes, the baby kids are running crazy, so um definitely appreciate everybody that tuned in earlier for the live conversation. Definitely was a good one. If you missed it, you can catch the replay. I see you, Marlene. What's going on, baby? Tanya, what's going on, baby? First things first, hopefully everybody had a blessed and productive Wednesday. Hopefully everybody was able to get through the stresses and the hassles of the day. Almost to the weekend. Um, for those who might be having any type of medical issues or mental health issues, healing prayers to you definitely goes out to you, and we wish you well. Again, your health is your wealth. If you're in the areas where the air quality is suspect, unless you necessarily got to be out. If you do got to be out, put your mask on, or if not, you ain't got to be out, stay home. Cherry, what's going on, baby? We building, what's going on, my guy? Um, I'll be honest with you. Um, so earlier I was kind of discussing a situation that happened 20 minutes away from me. Um, Young boy got killed in Bensonhurst, 15 years old. Karate student and all. Masked gunman. I don't know if they caught him or not. I'm still trying to look up on that. But I still feel that it's sad that, these young kids again who are, moving in the positive directions have to get their life cut so tragic because of senselessness and violence. Sky, what's going on, my dude? And I do feel that's a sad case. Because again, no kid who's actually inspiring to be something in life should have to worry about losing their life. Not by jealousy, not by ignorance, not by sheer hate. And that situation right there is sad because that could be anybody's kid at this point. The way this world is playing right now is playing a dangerous game. It's playing a dangerous game, not just with adults, but with the kids as well. Um, I think that's a problem right now. We as a community or the people in the community, we are not being firm and we really not standing up the way we supposed to. Because again, kids are supposed to be able to grow up in life and at least try to achieve something. Kids shouldn't be losing their life before they turn the age of 15 or before they turn the age of 21. And this is a crippling effect right now. We need to figure out at some point, where do we get back right? Like, where do we pick this ball up from and just make things happen? Now, the kids that are already running around in these streets and already chose the street, no matter what you try to say or do, they already wired to do so. So those ones you can't really help out. Those ones you really can't even do anything but try to give advice to. But that don't mean they're going to necessarily listen. But the ones who are listening, the ones who are making these strides to try to be something, why should they have to worry about losing their life? Well, that kid could have messed around and been a future sensei or whatever. Or if that's something that he loved to do, he could have been teaching the future kids that could be needing that type of, self defense and stuff like that. You never know what kind of, inspiring people you are cutting short when you do the things that you do. And I believe, like I said earlier, I believe that masked gunman was probably somebody he had a confrontation with before. And again, when people get embarrassed, instead of them just taking a loss or humiliation in stride, no, I gotta come kill you. Like, when are we gonna stop with that notion of I gotta kill you just because I feel a type of way? I haven't took but so many losses in my life. And the losses that I did take, yeah, that's because, when people are either scared or they know they don't got no wins with you, yeah, they go to jump you. So other than that, and I still don't even consider that a loss. That's a loss on them because it had to take you more than 4 people to try to jump somebody that's not even as big as you. So that goes to show you sometimes a lot of people just be cowards. They don't know how to move. They don't know how to think for themselves. The best way for them to think for themselves is, yeah, I'm going to try to get my squad on them. No, why don't you just be a man? If you're not going to be able to accept that loss, then just keep it pushing. Gotta be ways of people just not feeling the type of way because of pride. This is a common problem, man. People feel the type of way, and then the first thing is, oh, well, I gotta do this. It shouldn't be that way. Marlene, what's going on, baby? No doubt, bro. Stay safe on that road, my guy. I think that's a problem right there. And some people do try to help out by trying to sit down with people and find out, you know, where things can go. You got those who don't care because as long as it's not happening to them, that's just how they gonna think. But again, we gotta think better. We gotta start being more strategic. Again, these are the future. These are the future generations that need to be making the changes, or could be on the verge of making changes. We already somewhat setting the blueprints. At least the ones that actually care. We are setting the wave of the blueprints. We just got to get everybody else to wake up and be on board. And I think it's nothing worse than you have to worry about looking over your back or looking over your shoulder every day. That's the worst type of way to live, period. Even if you ain't in the streets, that's the worst type of way to live. I got to keep looking over my shoulder. I got to make sure these people ain't going to accost me. I got to make sure I don't get hit by crossfire for something stupid. Some of these kids lost their life because, again, they being kids. But because people want to be idiots, because people want to be so emotional, reckless, these kids lost their lives. There's some things at some point you're going to have to start taking accountability on. Prime example, like I said earlier, the kid is out here supposed to be rugging and thugging and doing all this extra stuff, and they get wrapped up. They got to take that accountability and take the responsibility. You want to play grown man games, right? Now you gotta suffer the consequences like a grown man. You have to, because it's sad. It's really sad that like prime example. It's sad that this bottom feeder right here decided to come back in here. Hey, little stink cooch. Ask your mama how she doing, and tell her I'm gonna see her after this live, son. Anyway, um, this is the problem right here again. Then you have situations like this, you know, careless people. Um, and I'm laughing at this. Why? Because I already know who you are. And you know what's even more sad? You make yourself look even more pathetic and more fucking desperate. So I'm loving all this attention you're giving me. I'm still living rent free in your head. Rachel, what's going on, baby? Um, but I'm dead serious though. The one problem I've always felt, you know, the parents, at least some of them, are not teaching these kids that look, it's all right to suffer defeat. You're gonna take losses. You're not gonna win everything that you. Even if, prime example, if you good at sports, you might be the greatest, or you could be one of the greatest players playing in the league at some point. But don't think you're not going to take no losses and no defeats. No, you're going to have to learn. Every great person has failed at some point. And that's the great thing about achieving greatness. You're going to have to fail. You're not going to be successful all the way around the first time, but when that second chance comes, you got a better opportunity. And if you're really destined to be there, you're going to beat it. But another thing parents have to start doing, at least some of y'all again, start really being visual in your kid's life. What makes me sick sometimes is when some parents, I didn't know, oh, we never knew this, or that's not my baby. No, you're not holding him accountable. You're not holding her accountable for the actions that they did. And you actually got to hold yourselves accountable because where were you at while this whole thing was going on? Mm-hmm. Oh, we got 2 for 2 biscuits. We know. I know. You know what? I'm really starting to believe that a lot of y'all are mad because we live rent free in your minds. My man, my woman, whatever you are right now, your cyborg neck. If you got a problem with somebody in my chat, why don't you take it outside my chat? Oh, my fault, but you won't. You the same mata head that I done told earlier. You got an issue with somebody, keep it outside my chat while I'm talking. Now you go sit in the little boy's corner with the other little boy that came in. So I'll be saying with some people, y'all mother. Let me calm down. Let me keep my curses to a minimum right now. As a matter of fact, see, prime example. These is probably people that got kids right now. Where they kids at right now? Probably roaming the streets, probably terrorizing people, probably getting into stuff they ain't supposed to be getting into. And then guess what? Now when your kids are locked up, dead or whatever, who's to blame? I'll wait. Instead of y'all focusing on all this day in and day out internet, why don't y'all get outside and go see what's going on? That's what I'm saying. Y'all got nothing else better to do but try to bother people. And then guess what? I wouldn't care, Marlene. I wouldn't care if it was a man, woman, or trans. They will get these hands today. Not care. Um, it's sad that some of y'all really refuse to just leave your drama elsewhere. This is a problem that we got even outside now. Some people refuse to leave certain drama alone. Let it suck or die down, man. I've always felt like this. You both done had y'all disputes. Y'all go on separate ways, and that's it. Why I keep trying to drag something because you that miserable and you don't want that much attention? I swear up and down. Y'all the worst type of thirsty people. Y'all worse than the people that out here looking for coochie and ass. Y'all worse. Sorry, y'all. At this time of the evening, ain't you supposed to be getting love down or something like that? Why are you worried about what I'm talking about or what I'm doing? Or why are you worried about the people that's over here building and having a good conversation? Can you answer that? Oh wait, you can't because you somewhere sitting on the block list. My bad. But see, while people are not paying attention to what's really going on, this is a sad reality that we living in right now. It really is. Because again, while we are losing kids, we could be trying to save them the best way possible. That's the truth. We could be trying to save them better. This is exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, let the people know that, look, it's about time for us to really just start putting our own things into play, bringing things back into these communities, so these kids will have something to do, man, besides being out in these streets. And it's sad because that boy probably wasn't really in the streets like that at all. If for him to be for him to be in karate or a karate student. So I'm saying, not everybody's kid is out in the streets wilding. Some people, kids are in the streets, but they ain't trying to find their way of life. They trying to find what works for them. They trying to find what makes them happy, so they can try to at least build and grow and try to be better citizens. But when you got some adults that's moving worse than kids right now, they get mad when you tell them they get mad when you tell them the simplest thing, even when it's to benefit them. This is what I'm saying. The world has become an emotional stage right now. Even some of the men are acting emotional. I'm starting to think it's that weed that you smoking out of the dispensaries now, because there's no way in the hell you could tell me y'all that emotional even over a conversation. I'm starting to see that more and more. And this is a problem that we really got to tackle too. Like, at what point do some of y'all wake up and realize and take your accountability to say, you know what, y'all right. We got to start doing better. We got to start trying to show better. Chilltown, what's going on, my guy? And this is what we have to really focus on. We got to focus on these youth not losing their life, especially the ones that's not in the streets. That boy didn't have to lose his life. Not at all. We don't know if he could have been something greater. Like, we don't know if that, just by doing karate, he could have led him to different doors. It could have definitely led him to some weird different way. He probably could have been beneficial in helping the people that need help. But we will never know, again, because life cut too short. And some people should get tired of seeing these stories. And yeah, sometimes some of these stories might be a distraction, but it's not really a distraction when this is actually going on day in and day out. Some stories are not going to be covered on the news. You either going to have to read on them or you just going to have to hear it. And for those who live in the city, most of y'all got Citizens app, so y'all already know when something is popping off, this is where you always get your information from. Again, it is sad that that boy had to lose his life. It's sad that any kid got to lose their life before time. They could have been greater in life. They probably could have been building their own little empire, had their own little family and stuff. But again, we will never know because life was cut too short. I think we really just got to eliminate the gun violence on all the chords, because regardless to what, a gun again should be your last option of defense. If you don't know how to at least squabble, then you shouldn't be coming out here talking crazy. You can't even hold your own, even if you ain't got the best hands. I've seen some people who just made it work. They ain't got the best hands, but they know they gonna put in that work. Because again, they going by the law of the land. I don't gotta kill you. I don't gotta do nothing of the sort the way I gotta risk my life. I could just beat you with my hands. I could beat you with my intellect. But again, in an imperfect world, we asking for too much right now. So we really have to come together. Really got to figure out our next strategy plans and just kick it into motion. Again, these kids are going to be the future. They are going to lead into the revolution. So if we really love and care about them, we got to set them up properly. We have to do right by them. And also, before I get back into it, congratulations again to everybody who just got recently monetized or partially monetized. I'm proud of everybody for doing what they've been doing. Continuously do what you do and keep growing and keep succeeding. And don't let none of the negative opposition get in the way of your happiness and your build. Y'all haven't done so by now, y'all already know y'all can drop links and show each other love in here. The link is pinned at some point if anybody want to pop in on this conversation, because there's a couple things I was going to tackle, but this is part of it right here too. It's crazy because, like I said, you want to enforce certain laws with guns and stuff like that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be beneficial for the citizen. Because again, Anybody could get their hands on a gun. If I really wanted one, I could get my hands on a gun right now, and I ain't even gotta go far. But then, see, after the people that know me ain't even gonna sell me one because they already know where it is. Nah, son, we already know you. Nah. You ain't getting none over here. Trust me, I tried. Only way I'm gonna get a gun on me is if I decide to go for that armed security guard license. Other than that, nobody gonna sell me one. Nobody. They said, nah, we don't need another Bishop 2.0 in here. We good. Miss 702, what's going on, baby? Mo, what's going on, baby? Oh yeah, definitely have yourself a good time on your birthday vacation, baby. You know, for anybody that might be traveling, even at some point, just make sure you enjoy yourselves and you know have the best fun possible. You know, don't worry, Cherry, you ain't the only one. I don't think I'm getting one till after August. So that's because I already know I got one co-worker on vacation and another one about to go on vacation soon. So yeah, these next couple weeks gonna be nothing but work. But you know, again, I don't take 18 weeks, son. You already know, baby. Mo, guess what? What you just said is facts. We don't need guns, but a lot of people feel they need it because, again, some of these people don't know how to fight, and some of these people are embarrassed to take a loss. If you felt you took your loss, even if it's your first loss in life, okay, learn from that experience. You continuously do what you've been doing, and you move from there. If I lose a fight, am I supposed to cry about it? Am I supposed to really sit here and say, nah, I gotta kill this nigga? No. If I took my loss, I took my loss. But guess what? You gonna look like you took the loss more than I did. These hands is heavy. Don't get that shit twisted. These small hands are heavy. These hammers actually done some work and will continuously do work when need be. And I think that's a sad moment right there in life again, when the kids gotta worry about where they hang out at. They gotta worry about if the people are actually for them. They gotta worry about if they're gonna get attacked by kids their own age or even adults. Some adults have made the worst decisions ever, and it cost some kids their life. We ain't forget about that neither. BMF, what's going on, my guy? Another thing I was going to bring up, because we are going to figure out ways to try to combat these situations. You know, it's only a matter of time. You know, again, it's not just going to be gun laws that need that. No, it's not so much as gun laws. We just got to really just give education on the weapons, period. Number one, to those who really do need education. But then again, we don't need to. Again, the gun should be the last resort. You have hands and feet for a reason. Those are your weapons of choice. If you're not going to use your hands and your feet, guess what? You have a mind. You can use it. Your mind is strong. A lot of times I've seen some people get out of the roughest situations just by having a good talk without having to fight or do nothing. You know, again, you got to be ready and prepared for combat on all ends. Because when it's not a physical warfare, it's going to be a mental warfare. And we see this happening. But another thing I was going to talk about tonight. Oh, yeah. Um, for those who live in the city, quite sure some of y'all are aware already, and they actually voted it in. But I think it's been about what 8 years since the last fare hike. They actually decided to go up on the fare hike for the trains and stuff. So now I believe it's not going to be 250 a single or 275. It's going up to 290. So essentially, what you're saying is that we paying $6 just to go to and from wherever we go. Now I can understand. Yeah, it's been a minute since they had a hike. But then again, this is another problem. This is why some of y'all are facing problems right now with strap hangers who are just always, skipping the feds. Because some of these people really can't even afford to go one direction. Facts, Mo. I was in the era where, yeah, even though they was busting guns and doing all that wild stuff, mostly everybody I knew was throwing hands. Even the grown-ups was throwing hands. It was rare you was gonna get shootings unless it was something that was already, in the works already. We did. I don't know where the ball got dropped at, but we gotta pick it back up. Didi, what's going on, baby? And this is what I'm saying. Right now, it's not just greed, it's sheer ignorance, it's sheer anger. It's a little bit of everything right now that's making things difficult right now. And when you got people who are just adamant on not caring, like I said, it's really going to be a battle of good versus evil. And this is the thing though. When it comes to prime example, the car fare again for those who are living in the city, some situations are going to be a problem because guess what? I've always felt like this. If you want to if you want to spike up certain things, like even down the rent, you got to make sure the people are getting what the hell they supposed to be getting. You can't go raising up on the car fare, prime example, when we still got trains. Well, we still got certain trains in certain areas that still need, renovations done on these stations. Some of these stations are still not wheelchair or what handicap accessible. Like, but you want to raise the hike on car fare. See, it be things like this is why I tell people y'all gonna have to start going to these meetings, even down to this. Because right now, prime example is so you might as well say you're paying $3 just to go one way. Now imagine if you had to go two ways, or you had to get your little four fares. Okay, so you basically essentially saying instead of $11 for four fares, you're saying it's $12. So that means even those fun passes might go up, and something else might go up, and it's crazy, you know. For those that live in the city, y'all see what we going through right now. Times is getting even more crippling. People are getting more desperate. We got to start standing up on what we got to stand up on. And again, some of you adults are gonna have to start being adults and stop being kids. Your time for kid play is over. You got your own kids. It should be no more playtime. It should be making sure you get your kids right. And it is out of control, Marlene, because guess what? Like prime example, I went into a spot that I normally do go into when I do get fast food. And within a 2 week span, damn near half of the prices on the stuff that I know I would have got done went up. I'm like, you can't be serious. Oh yeah, we had to go up because no, and some of these people are price gouging. They still doing that. They still price gouging right now, believe it or not. So I'm not going to be inclined to believe that you're going to tell me within a 2 week span something that was literally $5 then went to $10. We're not doing that. Ain't but mama ain't raised no fool and ain't no boo boo fools over here. And I think again this is going to be a problem for some in the city because the more they keep raising prices and certain things of that nature, some of y'all really going to feel that effect. And some people already feel the effect. This is why you get what you get now. Like I said, you got people who are literally, and I mean literally, feeling that. This is why they hop the trains. This is why they be trying to scam with the metros, so on and so forth. Because you are making it difficult for somebody to even get to their point of destination. Like I said, I think it's time for some of y'all to start going to these meetings from now on. It doesn't matter what kind of meeting. If it's involving anything with the city and transportation and stuff along those lines, y'all have to be visual and vocal points. And you're gonna have to start doing that. Again, how can you expect something to change if people are not getting up to try to help? Yeah, Marlene. See, we was already paying what $275 for one fare, even if it was just a single. Now the single ride Metro cards is already $3, but that means since you already gone up on the prices of the regular Metro, that means that single ride Metro is probably going to be $3.50 now, maybe even $4. You never know. I still didn't fully deep dive into this, but I already know anytime the car fare go up, that means even if you take the Long Island Metro North and all that other stuff, yeah, all those prices about to go up again. And this is what I'm saying for the consumers that got to come back and forth into the city, whether they live in the city or not. If I got to work, prime example, I'm in Brooklyn, but if I had to work in Long Island, I got to take that Long Island Railroad. Now, essentially, I'm paying more money, not just for the Metro, but for my ride to get into Long Island. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's just too much. It's too much price gouging, too much inflation. And then some of this inflation can go down if the people who actually have their hands on the right type of things would start investing and start bringing stuff back that could, you know, and it's crazy. Again. So you essentially saying, as I said, the car fare is now up to $2.90. You might as well just said $3. You 10 cents away from $3. You should have just said that now the fare is $3. So like I said, if I gotta travel more than one place, let's say if I had to go to and from one place and then to and from back home, that's essentially $12 I just spent on 4 rides. With a couple of years ago, it wasn't even that much for 4 rides. You barely even had $10. Like, this is what I'm saying. Every time you turn around, they just keep finding ways to raise up, raise up, raise up. And it's the big cities like New York, California, like all the major cities that you know for a fact, especially the ones that's bringing in the most revenue. It seems like they always spiking up something. But see, New York and Cali are the worst in my opinion because out of every other state, you could go elsewhere and you ain't got to worry about no being homeless or possibly facing homelessness before time. Exactly, Marley, and even that is crazy. See, shoot out here, you be lucky if you get the cases of water on sale. Some of these supermarkets are actually doing that. You know, you might get 3 cases for $10 or 3 for 11. Shoot, they might have probably went up again. But I'm gonna find out because I believe probably this weekend we got more heat coming. And since I don't gotta work, I thought about doing a little extra hustle again for myself. I was about to grab me up whatever I was gonna grab up drink wise, set my cool up and sit myself somewhere, and I ain't moving nowhere until everything gone. But I'm scared to even do that because, like I said, I know the prices of water went up, prices of sodas definitely went up. You know, and then for the spots that do get pay raises, you be lucky if you get but so much. This is what I'm saying. Like, as far as living in New York City, this is why a lot of people either decide to leave or why people are just, they frustrated right there. Even the ones that might want to leave, they can't leave if this is what it is right now. You're making it difficult to do anything. Willis, what's going on, my guy? Appreciate you, Chill Town. You already. That's what I'm saying. For those who live in the city, when these meetings come up, y'all got to start being more vocal and actually start going in there. And it shouldn't just be a select group of people in there and they the main ones making noise. No, the whole community got to come together and make noise. Once they see there's more than 100 people, 200 people, 300 people, they're going to have to hear that. They ain't going to be able to just sit there and ignore it. No. Because this is what I'm saying, man. Like, Y'all have selective rage and selective energy when it comes to just living your basic life. You got enough energy for your fellow man, but you ain't got enough energy to try to go against the man that's actually messing up your plans and messing up your lands. Where they do that at? That's why I said I won't be wasting my time doing too much back and forth and all that other stuff. Been there, done that. Right now, we need to really start focusing on better. We're gonna have to bring back stuff that's needed right now. But the way it's looking in the city, it seems like at some point the people are gonna have to just start doing their own thing. You know, 'cause it always seems to be some sort of politics when it comes to the people. And the link is pinned in case anybody want to chime in on the convo. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night tonight neither, because I know Word got a live schedule. Um, but yeah, that's one of the other things I want to tackle for those who live in the city. Again, who knows when the next time they gonna try to do a fair hike? You know, and they always try to say every couple of years they do it, but we'll see. Hopefully they won't raise it no more. They honestly shouldn't. Because again, you're not thinking. Some people are in spots right now where the rent is already high, so they paying rent. Um, what they paying car notes if they got it, paying insurance, paying for food if they got cable and all these other expenses. That adds up down to, so basically, like I said, some people are working just to be broke at the end of the week or at the end of the month, and I don't feel it's fair. And I feel if you are going, for every time y'all have to raise something in the city, the the minimum wage and everything else should go up as well. Because again, you know, it's almost going back to how it was back in the early 90s when minimum wage was literally not even $4. You know, that's crazy, man. You know, just imagine going back to a time in the city where they was actually using tokens. They wasn't using no dollar bills, no other stuff to get on the train. They was literally using tokens to get on the train. And even back in the day, it was sad because as cheap as car fare was, you just had some people that would refuse to pay the toll. And that's something that has to stop for some people. If you know you got the money, why would you still risk going to jail or doing anything stupid along those lines? Just pay the fare. Like I didn't get that back in the day neither. There was some people that was literally sitting here skipping fares, and a token wasn't even $1.50. I think a token, a New York City subway token, was probably like 75 cents to $1. Then it went to $1.50. And then when they stopped, so I think the highest it went, I think what, like $1.75. And then they stopped tokens and they started Metro cards. But for those that was in the city, I knew what it was. It was cheap to really get where you had to go to. So there shouldn't have been no reason even back then for people to be hopping and skipping fares. But you know, this is the type of things you take because you got people in society that don't care. Even if it's something free, they still gonna try to take it or take advantage of a situation. It's a problem, man. It's a constant problem. But for those in the city, again, start going to these big meetings and stuff when it's needed. Even down to your housing, your local housing meetings, go to that. Again, it's time to really start getting on board. You know, we have to start making better strides. We have to. Yeah, Marlene, trust me, I know that part. Certain places they are getting crazy. See, like in the city, like I said, in certain spots, you might be able to get a deal on the waters and stuff like that because some of these supermarkets do that. You know, some of these supermarkets will do the deals. Like if you getting cases of waters and sodas, all right, you getting a couple cases of water. Like that's just like it could be prime example. You probably get 2 or 3 cases for like let's say $11 to $12. It was almost the same way with the sodas. You might get 2 to 3 cases for like $12. Now, when it come to beds and certain things along those lines, they even went up on the beds. What used to be cheap for a case of beer ain't even cheap no more. Serious, what's going on, baby? You know what I'm saying? You know, I believe that part. Some kids are going to be something I'm saying. It's sad. Certain people shouldn't have to worry about the possibility of even stealing and doing whatever just because they can't afford whatever it is they can't afford. This is what I'm saying. For every time y'all do raise up some sort of whatever, I feel the pay rate should go up. This is probably a reason or contributing to why some of these people are still skipping fees and doing whatever now. Again, you have to be mindful of the people that live in your cities and your states. It should be that way. You know, and you're not thinking, prime example, if you got certain families that are suffering right now financially, how they gonna feed their kids if you raising the price on the simplest things like eggs? Eggs should never be almost the same price as gas. And gas is still kind of expensive right now. $6, $7. So you gonna tell me for a carton of eggs, man, listen, y'all to be ashamed of yourself. See, this is what I'm saying. When you have certain situations like this that's continuously happening, this is exactly why it's going to keep being a struggle for some people. Because as much as you take in and doing, you're not giving back what you're supposed to be giving back. Like, prime example, I feel everybody is supposed to have a roof over their head, some sort of income coming in, and should just be able to not have to worry about food prices being high and all this other stuff being taken away from the communities at hand. Yeah, exactly, Rose. That was another thing. Because you know why? Like, prime example, my uncle just told me something earlier before I started the live. Now, for those who live in New York City right now, probably it might be, I think it's in the city right now. If you are facing homelessness or if you have to go into the shelter to try to get whatever, now they literally are saying within 3 months, you should have a voucher and you should be having your own apartment. Now, why did they try to rush this process now when any other time it would have took some people longer than 6 months or a year to find something? Because now they got all these migrants coming in, they'll get their hands on it. Who've been here longer, needed benefits, still going through the loops. These new people are coming in here just taking and grabbing up everything. Like I was saying before, how do y'all have money to send out to, you know, to the other spots of the world? And we got people right now that's suffering. How did you send over 200 billion to Ukraine or whatever? But we got people right now that's homeless that need to be off the streets. We got crazy people who are losing their residencies and stuff because they closed down a lot of their facilities to either make low income housing buildings or whatever else. Now you got to make it make sense. This is why I said the people are gonna have to start standing up, taking control of things, and fighting. And this is worldwide because again, you're gonna have issues like that. And again, for those even in the states, now that you got the migrants already settling in certain spots, you better try to get on the ball and do what you need to do. Oh no, I know that part. I know. But see, the plans that I feel that is trying to get to, it ain't gonna go the way they think it's gonna go. They think it's going their way right now, but I don't feel it's gonna stay that way forever. Because at some point, Like how it always do, son, always backfires and it always ends up on their end. But then guess who gonna have to take a bulk of that? The people. Because the people have not been real. The people have not been really doing what they were supposed to be doing. And that's fighting. Fight each other, but won't fight against the system that's messing you up. You fighting against each other, trying to kill each other, but you ain't trying to fight and kill those who are plotting to fight and kill with you. Like you gotta make it make sense, man. Yeah, but you know what's funny about that part, realist? The sad part about it is those same ones that just did that, they gonna find out the hard way. You just got into the States and you already starting your madness. You know, and that's what I'm saying with these people. You don't know who you bringing into the States. You don't know who could be a threat. You don't know who could be a serious problem or who's going to be serious problems. But you're just allowing everything in it. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's just sheer wickedness all around the board. Oh, another thing I wanted to bring up tonight. Yo, I'm gonna need. See, this is why I kept this up because this is for fair use, and this is just my view and opinion on it. I looked at something where they said something about a transgender woman, or I believe it was a transgender. My fault. I think it was a man that turned into a woman. That's why they said it was a transgender woman giving birth, or you could possibly give birth. Make it make sense. You still can't give birth. You want to know why you can't give birth? Because you don't have ovaries. You want to know why you can't give birth? Because it's not natural. Not for you anyway. Like, and then to a point where this could be a problem again. You are trying to bend the realms of normality and trying to make everything that shouldn't be normal normal. And then you're trying to force it on the kids. You are force feeding it again. Kids should not have to learn about certain things until they are old enough and mature enough to understand what's going on. It's a common problem that we have right now. Ain't that sad though? But all in all though, this is why I said this battle is going to happen on all angles because again, they're doing things that's even implementing and hurting the kids. When are we going to stop just allowing things to keep go over our heads and plague us? So we have to take that initiative. I do believe that we have to take that initiative. But I think that's the problem too. Again, we got to really stand up on all the chords, even when it comes to the schools, because again, you should be able to have your kids if you are going to have them in school. They should be learning the right type of things, and again, they shouldn't be getting forced anything that they don't need to be forced. Nah, it is. You know why it's terrible, real? Is because again, you are trying. That's why I said earlier, the Twilight Zone is definitely they. Just when you think things can't get any worse, or this when you think things couldn't get any weirder, this is what's going on. Word, what's going on, my guy? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button, and if y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um, when you're sitting here and you keep constantly, even this is another reason why they trying to make it so acceptable. Because again, they're throwing it in the faces of the kids, even on this social media. Again, kids need to be kids, and kids need to not worry about certain things of that nature until they are old enough to understand that. Exactly, Monique. They keep trying to play games. There's only two species as far as us. You either gonna be born a male or you gonna be born a female. Now, when you decide you get older, and you decide you want to change and do all that extra stuff, then hey, that's up to you. But when you are a kid, you are supposed to stay in the kid's place. You're not supposed to have to worry about people throwing stuff in your face day in and day out. But again, this is what happened. Doing what's necessary at home, we're gonna keep getting those. I ain't even know that, bro. I ain't even know that. See, you gotta type in the chat first, bro. You gotta type in the chat first, bro. Cause I ain't even know you was up here. I'm not even looking at the phone.
Yeah, I know. It's all good, bro. But yeah, bro, come on. Like, how are you even having this conversation? Like, how sick, how twisted are these motherfuckers to the point where we're having a conversation like this? The fuck happened to common sense, bro? The fuck?
It ain't common no more. I'm telling you.
That's that. You know, it's like a fucking. What's
Right,
wrong?
don't it don't make sense because again, you're gonna sit here and say something like this, and now you want to try to mess up the boundaries again. So now you want to try to tell somebody, oh, okay, if you get a sex change, you can still have no. Prime example,
Bro, I'm in
women.
Canada, so they're even moving even crazier over here with this shit, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I
you know
mean?
what I'm saying?
Bro, you fucking go around children, you're gonna get your fucking head tapped, bro. I guarantee it. These people go do whatever the fuck you want. You put it on children though. Now I have an issue with it.
Yeah, this is what they've been trying to do. Like I said, shout outs to Angel when she was up here, she was saying something about even where she's at in the UK. You know, they trying to make that a strong thing. Like they want the transgenders to teach
But
the kids whatever in the library.
Nate,
Yo,
it's a very nefarious plan. You know what I mean? It's social engineering. What they're trying to do is they're trying to destroy. They're trying to make the weakest slave they could possibly make in order to control the shit easier. Yeah. They don't even want. They want to breed out critical thinking. They want to breed out even like the propensity to fight back against anything. You know what I mean?
yeah, but see, this is where it's always going to be a downfall for them too, because again, there's going to be things that they try to implement that always backfire, and then when it backfires, it's not always the people that have to suffer. They got to answer for that. You know, and again, when you're sitting here trying to implement something along those lines, like I said,
Yeah,
that's
really,
treading
it is gonna
across the boundary.
backfire. You know why? Because it's gonna get. You're gonna piss off the wrong people, and they're gonna make it a special project to get to fix this shit. You know what's gonna happen after, right?
No, no. Listen, Apple don't fall far from the tree as far as intelligence. My mama was a wise person, and even stuff she tried to put me on to. But see, even back in the day, it wasn't as bad. She took, first of all, like I said, I'm all for you being you. Now, when you're an adult, you choose what it is you want to do in life. But when you're a kid, it shouldn't be forced on you. Like, look what I just said the other day. I done watched like 4 different videos about people who was transitioning to the opposite sexes, but then now they seen what was required, they see what's going on, they realize they've been duped, and now they detransitioning.
Bro, what are you, an animal? You're gonna chop the balls off of a little kid? Like, what the fuck are they doing?
I'm telling you, they'll do that. See, like one of the videos I seen, the guy said, and I think he was halfway there,
Bro, these
but
people are
when he,
sick. They're Satanists, bro. They're sick. They're pedophile Satanists that are running this shit.
I wouldn't be surprised right now. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a collective of everybody that's just doing stuff. And that's what I'm saying. We got to start getting that balance back because no kid should be confused neither. Again, if you was born a boy, you might as well stay a boy. And guess what? If you chop everything off, you're still going to be a man because genetics says everything. I
Bro,
don't
there's
care what
X
you
and
try
Y
to put in your body.
chromosomes, bro. You can't. It's science, bro. These people that what they're trying to do. They're trying to. It's a massive psyop to the point where they're trying to confuse people at a young age and shit. Why? To make them weak. so they're
Facts.
easily controlled. That's all it is. It's all about control. They don't care. You know the people that are fighting for this shit and all that. The real people running this shit, putting the money in. They're not like that. None of their families like that. That's for the fucking goyim, as they call it, for the cattle.
Yeah. But I'll be honest
Sick
with you.
motherfuckers, bro.
But I also believe too. Some of them people probably do got those type of people in their family, and that's why they caping for it too.
Not the people running this shit. The people running this
No,
shit,
not
they're
no, no,
fucking
no,
idiots.
no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the puppets under them. I'm telling you, like I believe they got people like that in their family, and that's why they
Of
even
course, they have
go
to
harder for
convince them
agenda.
some way. Yeah, they're gonna fucking psy out the shit out of them, make them do it. Social engineering, you know. That's what it
Fucking
is.
crazy.
Social engineering. This is not
Yeah,
natural. None of that's natural. And this, bro, monkey see, monkey do. You know, you can convince people to do pretty much. You can convince people to lock themselves in their house for 3 years, wear a mask on their fucking face, inject some shit that's gonna fuck with their DNA. Yeah, whatever. You can pretty much convince people to do whatever the fuck they want, whatever you want, or whatever. If you have that kind of mind.
no, I locked it. Hold on one second. No, I locked it, son. Word, son. You was talking spicy with them dollar bills in your pocket yesterday, baby. This is have a good one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, but you know that's what I'm saying, man. You know, it's
No,
crazy.
but yeah,
They're
yeah. You
bringing
know, it's
that to
funny
a
though. They
point.
want us to emotionally be involved in this shit. Why? Because you know what the main game is? They're energy harvesting through our emotion and our thought.
Yeah,
They're harvesting our fucking energy like that.
it's crazy, man.
These guys are
Like I
weird, man.
said, you know, this is a weird time in the world right now. And again, I'm for everybody being who the hell they gonna be when they adults. But when they kids, they need to be kids and learn the natural ways and everything else they need to learn.
Yeah, that's what we need.
No,
Community justice, like what Marlene said right here. Marlene.
yeah. She said, "Come to Jamaica with that pedo stuff." Uh huh. No,
We need
no. Oh,
community.
trust me,
Yeah,
I know.
we need a public mauling over here, a public beatdown, bro. It's like in these other countries, yeah, come like that, bro. The whole fucking village is killing you, bro.
Facts. But that's because look, see, even back in the day, is seeing it. Some people try to say, "Oh, but that was the worst thing to do." No, the worst thing to do is be on that side of the fence and then try to convince otherwise that it's natural and it's okay. No, pedophilia is not okay.
Bro,
No,
you know how
trying to
these
confuse the
Satanists work?
kids ain't okay.
You know how these fucking Satanists work? They work through compliance and shit. They have to tell you what they're doing, and then you have to go along and agree with it. It means you're just as bad as them if you allow this shit to happen. You know?
It's crazy. Oh no, I know that, Marlene. Trust me, I know about Jamaica. Trust me. Listen, but one of my uncles in the family, one of my in-laws, trust me, he from the islands, so trust me. And he said it best. He said, "Look, he said you're a chichi bond or whatever the case is." He was like, "You just keep yourself where you gotta keep yourself. You know, don't try to bring the confusion around the straight people. And it's not trying to be funny. It's not trying to be segregated. But you know, you got some people that just they not for it. They not for it. They from that era where listen, man, even if you was doing what you're doing, keep it to yourself. Not everybody got to know it. I think that's a growing problem right now. Again, you know,
Oh
they
shit.
just allowing everything to go on.
See, but I want to get like when I think about this shit, I want to get myself worked up about it because it just makes me mad, and I think they want that. You know what I mean?
They kind of do, but then they know some people just ain't going. It's not so much as we ain't gonna stand on what we gonna stand on. But again, I'm for everybody being free when you're an adult. You free to do whatever it is you do because it's your life. But again, when you're trying to put a poison in the kids who are coming up, that's a
You don't
problem.
fuck with the children. Yeah.
Facts. That's a
Watch,
problem.
I'll make you cry like a child if you try fucking with one. So,
Facts. You know, and again, the kids are supposed to be preserved because we was preserved coming up. Yeah, we knew we had, we knew we had
wasn't nothing like this though.
yeah, no, I know. We know we had gays and lesbians, like I said a couple months back. I knew a couple of my mom's friends, even to
Bro,
this
it's
day right
normal
now.
back then, kind of, bro. What the fuck is going on nowadays, man? You know?
Listen. No, listen. See, even back in the day, again, there was just some things those people did not let us see because, again, they was private about their lives. Like, see, like I told somebody, said it wasn't to be funny. It's not that they was fearful of what could happen. No, they just really felt like a lot of people didn't need to know their business.
Bro,
It was
real shit. Did you see that fucking video where they're like, "We're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children" or some shit? You seen that? You seen the
circle.
thing where they're all chanting? It looks like a bunch of fucking demons. They're all chanting, "We're coming for your kids" or something.
You said it was a shirt or or a commercial. If it's a
It was like
commercial, that's
it was
crazy.
a fucking film thing of one of these. Why do they? How come they put Black Lives Matter with some gay shit? It's fucking weird. And then it's like one of these gay fucking parades, and they're like, "Oh, we're here, we're queer, we're coming for your children" or some shit, and they're all chanting it like demons.
You know what it is? The reason why they
It's
tied
something
Black
like that.
Lives
It's just
Matter.
some shit like that.
The reason why they tied Black Lives Matter and that whole agenda together is because the people who founded Black Lives, well, the founder we already know is not
No,
even black
it's three
himself.
lesbians Marxists that hate men and they hate the family structure, and they're being
They-
used. Where'd all that money
listen,
go?
they
Money.
are the puppets because the main puppet master is somebody that's not even of a complexion. So there we go. But this is what I'm saying. Of
Look,
course, they was going to put
they're
those
playing
stuff
off
together.
people's emotion and shit. They're playing off what's supposed to be right. You know what I
They
mean?
playing off of everything. They playing off of everything, bro.
They
They
invert.
playing off
That's
of
what I'm saying is,
intelligence,
dude. They
all of that.
invert everything, bro. Invert everything. You know what I mean? Up is down, down is up, left is right. So they're
Yeah,
fucking,
they doing too much. They doing too much right now. And that's why I said people at some point
and they're
gonna have to
pissing
voice
off
their
the
opinion.
wrong motherfuckers, bro. I'm telling you.
But see, again, when the people don't stand up, this is what we gonna. That's why I said it's adamant for everybody to stand up for the right causes and stop just fighting each other. Because again, the kids are the ones that we gotta protect in the future. When we long
That's
gone,
what.
they gonna be in control of everything. So again,
Shit,
they're
that's
gonna
what
have
they
to
want
know the
us to
blueprint.
do. They want us to fucking fight against each other. It's divide and conquer. You know? How do you control 8 billion people or whatever it is now, right? You put them up. You put labels. You put them into smaller and smaller groups, and you make them fight amongst each other. So it's self-regulation. That's the only way you can control all these fucking people. That's how they look at it.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
they
it's
know
like
they
you
ain't gonna
can
be
go into
able to
all the
control everybody.
sectors. You can go
They're
all
not
the
gonna be able
sectors,
to control everybody though,
communities.
bro.
Yeah. No. But I'm saying that's their tactic, and it works, though. You know what I mean? For the vast majority of people. I mean, you divide them up into smaller and smaller things, socioeconomical classes, race, religion, um, you know, neighborhoods, even where you live at, blah, blah, blah. And then you make them fight against each other, divide and conquer, make them self regulate, you know?
But see, that's the thing too. This is what caused a lot of division too. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not just us. It's all those damn things that they implemented, or everything from public assistance to just making sure the child's father was not home. So of course we gonna have some of those issues that we still have now. We still got it going on right now. Some people can't even be around their kids until it's like that's
Yeah,
not the
real
way
shit.
the world works, bro. It's not the way
Yeah,
the world
Nate,
works.
Nate, that's what I was saying, right? Because what they're doing is they're going after the family structure. Because if you don't have a strong family structure, like a traditional mom and pop at home, raising the kid properly, like all this other neo-feminine, all this other shit is trying to remove the family structure, and then if you don't have the family structure, what's left to program the child or teach the child, how to be a man or a woman coming up in the world? It's the social engineers that are going to be teaching them. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays through social media and all this other stuff.
Yeah, but this is why the parents too gonna
Exactly.
have to. But this is why the parents too are gonna have to. Again, now that technology has become more advanced, this is where you have to step up your fights too. Because guess what? It's not just the things that the kids are gonna see in the streets. It's gonna be things that are presented to them even on here.
Mm.
Hold on. Letitia, what's going on, baby? What's going on, baby? No, but it's
Yeah.
crazy because they don't
Yeah,
want.
this is
See, this is the
important though.
thing.
It's important though, Nate. You know I can see this shit. You know what I mean? So it's about understanding the attack against you. It's like playing chess. You know what I mean? If you don't understand how the opponent's gonna move, you don't see it. You don't kind of see it before it happened, how are you gonna fucking react to it, or actually make a proper move on the board to change anything? You know,
Facts. Nah,
you
that's what I'm saying. Like,
gotta choreograph their bullshit. You know,
yeah, but see, this is what I'm saying. When the people start breaking free from the chains of bondage, like I said, you know, it could get a little bit better. You know, and I feel some of these things they are trying to implement, and I don't think it's going to be as beneficial as they think it's going to be. So they just setting themselves up for even more of a kill, which I feel that is. You know, you setting not just setting up, you trying to set up the kids for the failure, but you trying to set everybody up for the failure. Look, man, there's just some things in life the kids should not be, you know, included in. Period. Even when it comes down to adult talks, they shouldn't be in the middle of adult talk. That's why I'm
real
showing
shit,
that too.
real shit. But you know, this is what these sick fucks are thinking, right? Like, how do you, for example, in the olden days, right? What'd you do? You know, it's not gonna be so dramatic now. It's gonna be more silent. But what'd you do, right? You go and you kill all the males. You kill all the young children, the males, in a certain way, and then you take the fucking women as slaves and shit. And that's pretty much that's what they're
But
trying to
see,
do.
just like Word said, and I got to post this up. Hold on, what chat moving too fast? Cherokee, what's going on, my guy? See, but I believe in that too. Again, you know, some situations they ain't forcing the people to do nothing. The people just are allowing it to happen. But when they not sitting there making the right decisions, this is what we're going to get. You know, and again, when it comes down to the school systems, even down to that, the kids shouldn't have to worry about certain things except for education, and not just education about the world around them, but just education about themselves and what they possibly want to be in the future. Because
Whose
again, some people don't
responsibility is
know,
that?
you know, but you know, you got to look at it.
Well, Nate, let me ask you, whose responsibility is it though?
It's the people's responsibility. It's
It's
the
the
people's
parents'
responsibility.
responsibility. No,
No, but
or
it's not just the
parents.
parents. No, no, listen, it's not just the parents. Because remember, we all had
It's
structure
a
because it
village.
wasn't just the parents,
It's
it
a
was the
village.
community. Listen, it was the community, bro. It wasn't just the parents. We had people in the community that was even to a point. Look, we ain't trying to let these kids see this. We ain't trying to let them go through this. We ain't coming together as much as we supposed to right now.
The
We are
team is
just
supposed to have
allowing
some
things to happen.
community. Is supposed to have some morals and standards of reality to live by. Which they're trying to erode. They're trying to destroy morals and standards and critical thinking, especially. They're trying to breed out critical thinking out of this population, bro, and it's working. Remember
Well,
at the
it might.
beginning.
I think it's only working for those who are just allowing it and accepting it. But you have people who are not accepting all of that stuff. You got people
Just
like
for
right
me,
here, right now, that are
your
standing up.
audience, it's not working. But why? Because look what you're doing. I'm always sometimes I tune in and it's always some real shit that you're putting out there. You know what I mean? It does have an effect. It spreads just like their cancer. It's like the antidote. You know what I mean? So you're doing your
Right.
part. As long as you get more people doing this shit,
Oh
I
no,
think
and
that.
that's what. See, but that's what I'm saying. At some point, these talks and these conversations do lead to real, actual solutions and buildings. You know, so that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, this is going to be things that, as much as we don't want to stand on, we don't have to stand on them. Like I was saying earlier about, oh, I was saying yesterday about the cop losing his life. Now, you know, you doing your job. You know, you trying to chase down the criminal, but it's sad that the criminal
Yeah,
ended up
bro. It's
having you
not
lose your
cops and
life.
robbers. The shit's more complex than cops and robbers. You know.
No, no, listen, bro. It's sad that that cop had to lose his life when he was just doing his regular job. But then, you know, I respect that citizen for doing what he did, because the guy tried to get away after the crash, and the
But
guy was not trying to hit him.
Nate, you know
Huh?
how people are though. You know what I mean? People are kind of weird like that. Like, oh, they hate on police and shit, but then as soon as something bad happens to them, what are they doing? They're calling the police. You know what I mean? So it's like,
No, no, no. This was a criminal running away from the police. They car
mm,
crashed. Both of their cars crashed, but the survivor tried to get away from the situation. But it was a good Samaritan that did not care. He almost risked his own life to make sure that dude was not going nowhere. Because you just got finished killing the cop technically, because look, you running and speeding and you done crashed into a pole same way he crashed into a pole. But he dies, you survive. You trying to run away from it. I
Man, yo,
respect that
Nate.
because we need more people like that.
Nate, I want to know what you think about this because you're in America, right? I'm
Yeah.
Canadian, so we don't we have a lot of shootings in that. We have a lot of killings, but it's not like for innocent people unless like they get hit in like the crossfire or something accidentally. So I'm saying, what the fuck do you think it is with this with the U.S. with all these fucking shootings? Is this shit even real? What kind of you think it's a psyop? Like, you think they're like putting like fucking sleeper agents out there doing this shit? Like, what the fuck do you think this shit is? Why is that
I,
happening? It's the only place in the world that this shit happens like that.
well, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Any type of violence can happen anywhere, but as far as the gun violence,
No,
is mostly,
we got a lot of violence here, but it's like
bro.
no one,
Bro, do me a
it
favor, bro.
barely ever
Listen,
happens like that. You know?
do me a favor, real quick, bro. I was just getting ready to finish the sentence. You cut me off. Let me
Yeah,
finish what I was just
my
getting ready to
bad.
say,
Sorry,
bro.
sorry.
Some of it is a psyop, but some of it is not. Some people are really again. Some people they go to the gun violence because again, when it's pride involved and it's I gotta be the one on top, this is where it goes to. Again, you're gonna have spots that they don't even deal with guns. Like in the UK, it's barely any guns. It's barely any gun violence. You got a lot of knife violence. You got a lot of stabbings. Certain places in the world, they ain't just going to the guns. Some of them are still doing law of the land tactics, and then you got those. If they are reaching for that gun, that's because that was their last resort. They had to. But out here in America, you could try to fix all the gun rules you want, but it's still going to benefit the criminal. So
It has
again,
none. Yeah, sorry to interrupt, but yeah, it has nothing to
no,
do
you
with.
good.
Because over here, people get killed every single day with gun violence and shit. But people aren't going usually. It's happened a few times, but it's not like in the U.S. where I don't know what the fuck it is with the U.S. But yeah, over here, people are just shooting each other because of money or some actual reason. They're not just like killing people for no reason, like over there. You know, like these.
Nah, see over here, a lot of it, I'm gonna tell you right now, you might think they're getting killed over here for nothing. Let me tell you this right now. Some people are getting killed because of a woman, some people are getting killed because of relationships, some people are getting killed because of money.
No,
Some
no, I'm
people
not
are
talking
getting
about
killed.
all those instances. I'm talking about the fucking school shooting things.
Oh no, but see, listen, that's part of a psyop, but then that's also another again. Some of these parents really do not be knowing what the hell their kids be doing. That's why I said social media is a tool, it's also a gift, but it's also a curse. Because if you're not sure of what your kid is doing, if you're not even checking their hard drives or checking their computers and make sure there's nothing going on, this is what you want to get, bro. So it's a mixture of everything, bro. It's like again, the community is broken where
But
we
like
was
even
structured, we
looking
broken
like
it.
third world countries and shit, like Mexico or Africa or anything, bro, no one's going in and shooting up little kids in schools and shit that are kids themselves. Like, this is just like some phenomena that's in America. It's weird, you know, because America is probably like the most demonic fucking place in the entire world. Same with over here, Canada. Same with all of North America. There's something wrong with us over here, man. I'm telling you.
Listen, it's demonic everywhere, bro. Anytime there's a loss of life, and it didn't necessarily have to be it, it's demonic, period, bro. You know, and this is what I'm saying.
Bro,
We living
America's
in
the
a
worst, bro. I'm telling you, North America too. We're just as bad because we're riding with you guys, bro. So it's like I'm telling you, like, we're like the worst people in the world. You know how much death and destruction we do to live like, and then we look, we're all crying, killing ourselves about how bad our lives are. What the fuck is? No, I'm telling you, it's a demonic fucking country, North America. North America's fucked, and you know, to be honest, like most people are a bunch of fucking pussies that live here too. It's unbelievable.
you know, and that's the thing about it. But now
The
see
fuck
what
out of here.
Marlene said was also truth too. Some people are dying because of things they did, especially if they was moving the wrong way. Like we know some of these people die in the streets because they was moving the wrong way from Jump Street. And some people it's justifiable. If you got a dead demonic spirit that ain't trying to stop, nigga, what you think I'm going to let my no, my life preservation is more important than anything. If you don't even care about the preservation of life, then you don't even need your own life. That's just how I've always felt.
But you know what? It's funny though. It's because like, these people are sick. That's probably what they want you to do, and they're fucked up. You know?
I mean, you got a multitude of different situations. So again, you know, some people are not dying, but you got those who are dying again for no reason. You got those who are doing the simplest thing, like I said about the 15-year-old. You know, he wasn't doing nothing. He wasn't out in these streets doing nothing crazy. He got killed by a masked gunman. And 9 out of 10, that masked gunman is probably somebody he had a confrontation with. And he probably wasn't even expecting that because you literally shot him in the back in broad daylight. And that's probably the most cowardice thing you could do, period, to stab or kill
Shooting a
somebody
kid
that's
in the
not looking
back.
at you.
In the
You know?
back, you're not even facing him. The fuck. So
Yeah,
that's obviously you can't be doing that. You can't shoot someone in the back, bro. If their back's turned, they're not even a threat. Yeah.
yeah. But let it be said by some people, oh, he was a threat, just like with the kid that got killed in Texas. The only thing he did was steal a cup, even though he didn't even have to do that. But then he was already far, he was already out the door, and the guy shot him while he was running out. Like, why do all of that when you didn't even necessarily have to do that? Well, you just let him go because you wasn't even up on him enough to like try to catch him. Should have just left it alone. Liz, baby. Angela, what's going on, baby?
Yeah, but this bullshit's happening all the time. You know, you can't really focus on it. Like how imagine the media pushed all positive shit. How much people would be acting differently. You know, because they're feeding off of this fear. They're feeding off of this chaos and shit. And then when you pump this all the time, you know, it subconsciously makes people create more of it. You know.
Fact.
So they're doing this for a reason. You see how the media, how come every time you turn on the fucking media, some kind of negative shit talking about like, oh, all these people got shot, all these people got killed, all da 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 da. What about all the good shit? No one ever talks about any of the good shit that actually happens, right? There has to be a balance, bro. Life always has an opposing and equal force to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when you
That's
focus on
but
this negative shit, you breed more of it. You know?
yeah. That's why I told somebody one day. I said, man, listen. I said, you know, the only time you're gonna hear something positive on the news to a degree, even it adds up, even it doesn't matter if it was a small station or a big station. You gotta literally be catching it. Or sometimes you just gotta read the bottom of the screen. They got that little teleprompter telling you what's what in the other news. But other than that, sometimes you'll go out there. People got to start recording that even more. Some people gonna have, instead of recording all the wrong stuff, record the stuff that's actually happening that's positive. Record the kids that are actually making changes. Record the kids who are actually doing something. Record the adults who are doing something that's positive. You gotta do that too. Gotta give it an even balance.
Yeah, you know? But that doesn't want. But people are fucked in their head because that's what they like to click on. That's what they view. So that's what's feeding it. It's all through money at the end of the day. So that's what makes them money. That's what gets clicks, the views, and that's all they care about. You know what I mean? If I put a man saves family from fire, or I put a man kills 3 people and burns them in fire, what do you think is gonna get more clicks in these fucking sick idiots' minds? Obviously, the latter. You know what I mean? So it's because people are feeding into it; they're creating it in a way. You can't blame like someone else for all this shit. It's human nature. Human nature is not pretty.
All right, just we gotta get back. We just gotta get back to normalcy. Like we gotta get back to just being a strong community. Period. That means not letting the kids fall through the cracks and not letting them be susceptible to the stuff they try to preach now. Feel it to be done because it's been
People
done one time
conditioned.
before.
It's not even. I don't think it's a natural thing. You know, people are conditioned to be like that. You know, to rather click instead of clicking a positive story like man saves family of 3 from fire. You know, they probably click, oh man kills family of 3 and burns them in fire. You know, it's more clickbait. Because you know people usually gravitate towards. You can even see it on YouTube. You see people usually gravitate towards like people screaming at each other about other people and some fucking shit that doesn't really matter. It's the same negativity being fed off of.
You're absolutely right on that one, Letitia. Some of them have. But the ones that are not parasites, those are the ones that's actually bringing these awarenesses and bringing the strength to the forefront. That's why I'm saying, right now, everybody think it's a physical war, but it's more of a spiritual war again. It's basically just good versus evil. Because again, there's some things that we frowned upon back in the day that was being accepted. And things that was accepted, now he's getting frowned upon. For those who are trying to elevate themselves, apparently it's wrong to elevate yourself. You got to stay at a ground level forever. No, you dictate what you do in your life. That man upstairs dictate if you gonna wake up the next day or not. That's the thing that it should follow, but you know, everybody's gonna feel a different way. And then nowadays you can't even sit down and talk to somebody without them getting emotional. You got to get out of that emotional state. Once we get out of that, once we really start getting back on the forefront and start fighting like we supposed to fight, we can change some of the stuff that's happening. We already know some of this stuff is already written and happen regardless. But the rest of the stuff that's not written, we can change that. We just got to be strong. We got to stop being so compelled to just believe any and everything. But for the ones that ain't, we good. The ones that's coming together, we good. We see what it is, and we definitely trying to change the ball. We need more people to come together like this.
You're on point. I couldn't even imagine to say it better than myself, bro. That was on point.
Yeah, bro. Because again, we got to again think about it. When we long gone, these kids are going to be in the future. These kids are supposed to be the future leaders, the future thinkers, the future creators, the future builders. Like, we need that. And the more we keep trying to, separate and distance and just do stupidity, we losing this battle.
See, that's good too, because I'm probably like half your age, I'm still pretty young out here, so I'm trying to be an example with it. Yeah, I'm still young, bro. I'm still in my 20s, and I'm not sure how old you are, but you probably my dad,
I ain't your damn dad because I'd have had to had you young, son.
You would have beat the shit out of me a long time ago if you're my dad. I already know how it goes. I'm saying like the age-wise, age-wise.
Yeah, no, I know. But see, like I was telling somebody, it shouldn't matter about age because you're never too old to learn anything, and you ain't too old to try to put your best foot forward. You got you got some elders right now that are making moves, conscious moves to try to like really change and push the game forward. Whereas you got others, they just going to sit there and just allow things to happen. We don't need no sideliners. We need, front runners and people on this field. Now, you want to sit back.
Yeah, same way. If you don't believe in age like that, could be your grandfather. Then you know what I mean. Your great grandfather.
Yeah.
You never know.
Shoot. That's what I'm saying. You gotta push better. You gotta let the people know that listen, you have a bond, you have a strong spirit, and you are supposed to be putting your best foot forward. Like I was telling somebody the other day, trying to be stupid. I said, "You see what I'm talking about? This is the problem we have right now." And they kept walking as I was running down on them, but not running down on them. But I know son got mad, but I didn't care because I told him, I said, "You see what you just did? You doing something stupid like this, and then your kid is watching. So what you think your kid gonna do the next time you with him? He gonna try to do the same thing you just did." I said, "See what you just did? You almost got yourself hurt because if I was an armed security guard and I'd have thought this was a robbery, you was getting shot. Sorry to tell you that."
Well, yeah, people usually emulate the behavior of those they look up to, right? So if you're a kid, you're looking up to to the environment you're in, your surroundings, everything. You're gonna emulate certain behaviors and stuff. Just naturally. That's how it's like a survival thing. Just to fit in with your environment so you can survive in it.
Yeah, shit is crazy, man. But that's why I said I have a business.
Cause,
Yeah, That's why I had to
Find the
bring
root
them
cause
up like that.
and do it. Sorry.
No, you good. I'm looking at this kid, man. Somebody was trying to be stupid. See, I was just about to say, I'm about to have Superman punch somebody through a fence. Like, that's what I be saying sometimes. Like, even though it's sad because you got more kids doing stuff now because the adults that they be around or adults that they see doing what they. This is what I'm saying. How can you expect the kids to go on a good path or at least try to be something good in life, and you teach them nothing but madness and stupidity? Gotta make it make sense, man.
Right, you need a person like you, or whoever taught. Someone kind of put this in your mind, planted the seed when you were younger. You know, you had some strong figure there. No matter who it was, you know, maybe someone in the community, someone, whatever, family, community, whatever, and they planted a seed to make you, you know, a strong individual who knows how to, you know, be a operator in life instead of, you know, operated on individual, a patient.
Facts.
You know what I mean? So, you know, you just need to plant seeds when they, you know, look. You see how they're trying to tackle them while they're young, like children. You gotta counter that. You know, with the community. You know, have strong people around, and
Facts.
you know, if you see something, speak up and fucking deal with it. You know, if you want the job done at all, you better do it yourself. If you know, you better get other people to do it for you. If you want the job done right, do it yourself. You know.
Facts. Pixie, what's going on, baby? Y'all already know if y'all just tuned in, hit the like button. If y'all new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Um, like I said, I just wanted to do that tonight, and I was trying to do this live stream earlier, but I still got my cousins here. They some of them, man, they all getting on my nerve, but I love them. They was over here. For those who was in the backup page during the music, yeah, y'all heard all the piddling and paddling the feet.
Yeah,
And
Nate.
it's,
What's with the avatar? But
oh no, that's my war face now. There is no more coming back to the other
you
avatar.
know,
This is
it
the
reminds me of you know, Jungian psychology, like the shadow self, and that. It reminds you of that in a way. It's like the
yeah.
memento mori.
Oh no, this is my new Ghost Rider face. I'm the new Ghost Rider there. So I'm a vengeful spirit coming up here just doing what I do.
That's what we gotta. That's what we gotta face after this motherfucker. It's like a fucking Mortal Kombat character. So this shit's gonna start doing a bunch of magic and fucking fatalities, some motherfuckers and shit.
I could
He's
have put
gonna
up
have to fight that shit. Oh my god.
I could have put up a few damn avatars on here, but I like this one. It stands because again, when I tell people I'm not playing, look at my face. Look at my face. I ain't playing with you.
You're
What you
done.
crying for, Tisha,
You're
baby?
done, bro.
What y'all crying for,
You're gonna
baby?
face that. You
Nah,
think you can
somebody told me you
fucking
got
face it?
the avatar. I'm scared. I said, wait, what? You scared of my face?
I just noticed it. You
Oh,
know, I knew that's what you're gonna. You're kind of. It'll be along those lines. You know, it's the shadow self, as they call it.
yeah.
You can't run. You can't run from that shit.
Well, this should show you. This is the avatar you can't run away from. You can't run away from me, baby. Because I'm gonna be on your neck when it comes to these topics. So you know. So I was letting the ball hugger troll know earlier, and I think I know who it is. I'm starting to believe I know who it is. It was somebody that was in here recently. Somebody still butt hurt behind whatever, but I don't care. Why you showing the world why you butt hurt? I'm gonna show you why I don't hurt. I just keep doing what I do. Oh yeah, my fault. See, Letitia said it best. Uh huh. Yep. This is the eulogy avatar, so you know, I had to give a couple eulogies as of recently, so I'm keeping this face on. Look at my face.
It's
Didi,
off
stop encouraging
center.
my man.
It's a bit off center to the left, Nate.
Oh no, I know. It was always like that. I like
Yeah,
it.
I wonder. I wonder why.
Oh no, because it won't let you get the whole picture. Like when I was doing the avatar, it don't let you get the whole picture the way it's supposed to. So it is what it is. DD, stop encouraging my madness, son.
You knew what that meant.
Angela,
You
don't
knew
you
what
you
that
know better,
fucking
baby.
symbol.
Y'all keep encouraging madness.
We
See,
got, we
look,
got Nate laughing today. There we go.
we do laugh. Don't get it twisted. I do laugh when it's funny. When I'm serious, I don't got time to be laughing.
This is fucking funny. We're living in a clown world, bro. Come on.
Angela, see you encouraging
Play the
you
clown music.
encouraging the madness right now. See what y'all doing? Encouraging madness. See, I don't like y'all. I do not like y'all. Y'all don't never listen to me, right? But I'm
This
supposed to
guy's
listen to
loving
y'all.
crazy. Look at that laugh is awesome, bro. Fuck.
Nah,
Too
but in
much.
this time and age, in this day and age, you have to laugh.
Back,
That's why I
back,
said I'm always
back.
going to bring a fair balance. You know? But I don't mean for them to encourage my madness. See, I'm going to encourage your man. Pixie, that's it. Go sit in the corner. Oh man. Oh, that's Cage. Oh, he typed in the chat earlier, Letitia. That's Cage. He been up here a couple times already. He cool. Don't worry. He cool. He cool. See, I got snipers in here.
I've been around for a while.
Nah, I know. No, laughter is the great medicine. And the sooner that the
Bro,
women
at some
realize that,
point, you just gotta laugh at this shit. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's
But it is some
pretty much all
things.
you can do.
It's some things you're not gonna be able to laugh at though, because these are the type of seriousnesses that we have here. Like, see, you got
What?
some
Laugh now,
people.
cry later.
Yeah. What you supposed to? No, you supposed to cry first and then laugh later. Because we going through drama already. We
What if
crying.
I cry? What
Now
if
we
I
gotta
cry
laugh.
of laughter? What if I
You
just
get
cry of
both.
laughter? They're just too bad. You know, deal with them
You
both at
cry.
once.
You cry off laughter. I don't know what the hell happened over here. That means somebody was definitely tickling your spirit.
I'm just saying.
Like, are you crying?
I'm just saying
Are
it's
you
just an option.
like? Are you crying? Yes, I'm crying tears of joy and tears of laughter. Shay, what's going on, baby? The link is pinned in case anybody else want to pop in. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. I do believe Word is going live soon, if I'm not mistaken. I know he got a definitely good live too. So, but I definitely want to tackle this tonight because I was sitting there thinking about that earlier, and I said, "Yo, that's crazy." I said, besides the raising of damn coffee in New York City, I said you got to worry about kids losing their life before time. And that's what I'm saying. Like, and this can happen anywhere. That's why I said the parents, you're gonna have to start teaching your kids a little better. You gotta teach them that there should be bullying is not accepted, nor tolerated, nor should you be a part of it. Because this is where some of the problems come now. Lexi, what's going on, baby?
Yeah, it's
See
something
y'all
called the
here.
formative years, right? So it's from ages 0, from when they're born, to around 6 or 7 years old. Pretty
Yeah,
much, this is where the subconscious is programmed. Because
yeah,
all of this is a projection of the subconscious mind. You know what I mean? It's a program that's been installed through social engineering, through the education system, through institutions, to limit consciousness at a base level. It's like, for example, from, like I said, the formative years from 0 to around 7, 8, 6 or 7 or whatever. This is
yeah,
when you're putting the fucking software onto the laptop, per se. So
yeah.
this is how it's going to operate after. So it's very important as parents to install their own fucking program and especially teach the child that it can make its own program. You know what I mean? From a young age. If you do that, if someone did that to me, I don't even know where I'd be at this point. I probably wouldn't be, no one would be here talking. Everything would be completely different, guaranteed. So if we do that, we're going to change the reference point of existence. You know what I mean? If we do this to the children, that's the most important thing we can do as parents or something. I'm not a parent yet. But when I am, I'm definitely gonna be doing that. My kid's gonna be fucking levitating and shit.
If your kid is levitating, that means they Jesus' child, and you need to go on about your business.
I'm
No, but I know where you're going with it, though. Nah, but
I'm being
see that.
dramatic with it, you know what I mean? But I'm just fucking with it.
No, but you know, I get where you're going with it too, because again, like this is the truth, though. If you want to be technical, they are elevating. Like most people in life, you are supposed to elevate, not just your mind, your spirit as well. So you're gonna need some uplifting at times. And there's other times, man. Listen, you're just gonna have to stand up and voice and fight the way you're supposed to, like we did before. Because guess what? You know what the difference is between the parents now and the parents back in the day. The parents back in the day was more than just vocal. They was in your face with it. Like you not teaching my kid shit. Well, you what? Let me find out my kid learned this. I'm coming to you. Like we had parents like that. We people in the community that you ain't gonna do that to the kids. You ain't gonna teach them that. Definitely not gonna do that. You know, that's what I'm saying. We need to get back to that. We gotta really just be on these forefronts when needed. We gotta be true to ourselves. We gotta be true to the process. And then when you bring your kids in the world, if you already got kids in the world, you want to make sure that they learn the most important things that are going to be possible and beneficial for them to grow in the future.
Yeah, it's very important. It's the most important thing because it seems like the opposing, the evil or whatever you want to call it. It's good versus evil. The evil are trying to attack the kids, right?
Yeah,
So
this
it's
is
all
why I
about the
said.
program.
Yeah, this is why I said it's going to be a battle of good and evil. Now, which side do you stand on? Do you stand on the good side where you're trying to bring back the community as a whole and bring it back to the structure we once had, or you just want to still decide and allow these kids to suffer in the future? Shouldn't be that way.
All right, you have to make it very clear. What side are you on, Nate?
Are you really going to ask me that? Look at my face. Look at my damn face. See, this is why I keep this eulogy avatar. I'm feeling I'm going to give you one too, for no reason.
Well, it's an obvious fucking thing, but you have to make it clear. Say it. What side are you on?
You know what side I'm on. I'm in here every day speaking something good. So what the hell? I might have to get my occasional funerals and stuff, but hey, I'm still a good person.
I'm on the quote unquote good side too.
Man, listen, I'm on the outside right now, so I'm selling rocks to the community.
Just say it. Just fucking say it. Don't be selling crap to the community. Just say it.
Wait, let me hit him with the
Why
let me
can't
hit him
you
with
say it, bro?
I'm on the good side. You know that already. I ain't gotta say nothing. Ain't gotta say nothing. You were supposed to say it. You said quote unquote. Get it right, son.
I'm on the good
Right,
side.
son.
No quote unquote. I'm on the good side. I'm on the good side.
Let me hit you. Wait, let me hit y'all with the Tron voice. When I get released, can I still distribute rocks to the community? Absolutely not. Shaking my head, yes.
I'll be doing that.
Nah, I was watching Chappelle earlier. That's why. He's like, when I get out, can I distribute drugs to the community again? Absolutely not. Shook his head, yes. I'm like, see, this is what they doing behind closed doors, in my opinion. You gonna tell us no to certain things, but deep down they say, yeah,
Have
we
you
gonna
seen
let
that
it happen.
clip? Have you seen the Chappelle clip where he's like, he's talking about getting shoes made and shit? He's like, bitch, I own the whole factory. He opens up the door. You ever seen that one?
Fact. No doubt, Letitia. Appreciate you, baby. I mean, but that's what I'm saying. We come together. We bring these good awarenesses or these battles to the forefront. We can start seeing at least a little bit of a change. You know. I see y'all still laughing and encouraging my madness. Pixie, you in the corner. Angela,
So how
you in
crazy
the
is that?
corner.
How they're trying to cancel Chappelle? Like, what are they, retarded? The fuck is wrong with these people?
Man, you know what it is? Again, you're going to have some people, even if they're in that industry.
Or something.
No, I'm saying you're going to have people like that that's in that industry that they not really going to be able to control but so much, especially when they already are quote unquote woke. This is why it's hard for some people. And look, some people, they not getting, you see, they ain't getting as much shine. They not appearing in the movies and stuff like that because some of them have already exposed what it is. You know, it doesn't matter if it's music, movies, or whatever. Some of these people have already exposed what kind of machine that they already a part of. And some of them already know they just not going to never forsake their core values for some money. So when you can't
Bro,
get
you know
somebody,
that
like, for
motherfucker
example,
did
you
initiation
couldn't,
and shit. All of them did.
nah, no, but look, see, prime example, some of them was already almost in the belly of the beast, but in the same token, I'm not going this route just to do that. You bugging. I gotta do what to do what? Nah, you
For
bugging.
anyone who gets that degree of success, they have to be initiated into this shit, or they would not be there. I guarantee it. How much you want to bet?
You got some who probably was, and they ain't even go all the
They
way
all in
through
it,
it.
bro. They all in it, man. I'm telling you.
I don't believe all of them. Look, I don't believe all of them. All of them went into it, but not all of them came out of it correctly. Some of them
They all
actually
took
the
their
break.
oaths to this shit, bro. It's a ritual. It's a magic ritual. They all have to participate in.
You got those that ain't participating, and so you know they suffering. They suffering how they say it. You ain't going through this door. You just gonna have to suffer and make it on your own. But some people will do that because again, my moral code and everything,
That's very
it ain't.
far and
It's not gonna
far
be
and few
messed up.
between. Yeah.
No, I'm saying
No,
I
but
shouldn't
they're
have to
not gonna
forsake
get to.
no
They're not
code.
gonna get to a certain level, though. Like, yeah, they can suffer and do it on their own and get some sort of level of success, but they're not gonna have. Not, I'm telling you, it's not gonna be pushed like that.
Oh no, trust me, I know that. Listen,
If
I
it's
got
being
people,
pushed, they got initiated.
but see, this is the thing. Some people don't necessarily even got to get pushed. A lot of these people right now who are doing music or doing whatever, they doing independent stuff. So again, they seeing most of what they supposed to see. Now, when the bigger ups feel like, oh, you really making a push. Like I was telling somebody, oh,
Like, yeah,
you got an independent prime example. You are independent artist on the independent label, even if it's your own. You
yeah.
own everything. Prime example. I'm the one that's making the beats. I'm the one that's writing the songs, doing whatever.
Someone's still
Everything
controlling it.
is entitled to me.
Yeah, but you're still
Everything is
putting it on
entitled to me.
platforms. You're still putting it on certain platforms and shit. So you're being
Yeah.
controlled in a way. So, but all I'm saying is this: like, I can go, we can go super deep if you want into this esoteric shit. This is what I do. I'm an investigator or a researcher. I can, we can get real deep into this shit.
Yeah. No doubt, Cherry. Appreciate you, baby. You
Yeah.
already know you can catch the what you missed from the replay.
For example, with Hollywood and like all music labels and whatever, all this shit. You ever heard, you know what the OTO is or Thelema?
Yeah. My bad. Yeah. I didn't even notice I muted the mic. I did something stupid. My bad. Yeah, I heard you though, bro. I heard you.
Yeah, yeah. Like the
It's crazy.
Ordo, Templar, Rentius, the OTO kind of shit. This is the shit that controls all the media and like actors and all. But it goes deeper. That's like what they call the outer order. Right?
Yeah.
So the inner order has no name that you can really talk about. But it's like the inner, like the outer and the inner sanctum, as they call it.
Yeah.
Kind of be like that. So really, it's
That,
all based off of energy harvesting and magic, really. And they use these human beings, these people, as conduits for it. You know.
facts. That's what I'm saying. We wake up for those who already wake. Like we just gonna do what we gotta do because again, we gonna show the world that even the small few are gonna make big changes. So that's why these talks is always mandatory and necessary.
For
And
sure.
even for those who don't like it, I'm gonna tell y'all this again. For those who don't like it, let me hit you with the Kevin Hart voice. Why don't you go ask your mama if she like what's going on? She will tell you, I like what this young man is saying. He got something to offer. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep offering anything and everything. And again, almost anything is content, even down to the smallest news story. But I don't do what everybody else do. Like somebody, oh, you didn't tackle this because it was 50 people already tackling it. I don't need to tackle something that everybody is getting their hands on. I'll tackle something that we need to tackle, period. The general topics. The
Yeah.
topics
I
that
want to go
affect
for the
not
things
one,
that
but affect everybody.
it's like the background program and shit. You're gonna go for the forefront program and everyone's after. What the fuck is that gonna do? Nothing. You have to go for the root, the root source and shit. Like, you think I want to go after these minions and shit? No, I want to go after the big dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Say that.
But that's why I'm told somebody. I said if you don't stand up for something, you gonna always fall for that okie doke. And then who suffers more? If you got kids, they gonna suffer because they gonna go off of what you going off of. So we just gotta keep bringing what's necessary. That's all.
But it goes back to the shaitan or the other one, right? So it's like if you're saying it's gonna go off what I'm saying I want to go after the big dog, so they can go after the big god, which is the real shit.
Facts.
Good luck with that. You know what I mean?
Word.
Because this shit's all an illusion. They're not gonna get away with this shit.
Yeah, there's only gonna be so many things they think they're gonna get away with. But like when you got the right people standing up, oh trust me, they'll see it, they'll feel it, and then they're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. But this is what we need.
Like, who's they though? It's always this they thing, but who's they? That's the
It don't matter who. It don't matter who they is. Doesn't matter. We as the people need to come back to what we were doing before and stop allowing shit to happen. Before these kids and before even young adults get pushed further and further into the hellfire. What the hell is this nigga doing? Hold up. Hey. Oh, never mind.
What happened, man?
No, I told you, I'm dispatching. I'm watching cameras tonight. Nah, I thought the dude was trying to come over. Dude almost fell and bust his ass. He must be drunk.
he's all right, bro. Don't worry.
No, because see, in one spot, these fools love to try to hop over this damn area, but I ain't playing today. Even though I'm not doing that.
You gotta be on point and shit, but nothing will happen to you and shit. Don't worry.
No, it's not about nothing happening to me. I don't need nothing happening on this property, period. Nah, he kept it pushing. Yeah, he really drunk.
Don't be junky. It's just a drunk fucking
Nah, he really holding on to the gate now. Damn. See, this is what I be saying. You can't be that publicly intoxicated like that. Where the cops at? Ain't you supposed to get a fucking flare on the side?
What are you? You're like a private investigator or something? I can see you being like a private investigator.
Oh man, nah, I ain't gonna
That'd
be
be
doing
kind of
all
sick
that.
as shit. Nate, the private investigator.
Hell no. I ain't got time to be doing all of that. I'm an observer, but I ain't no private investigator.
Just sticking
No
fucking
doubt,
GPS
Tanya.
trackers on motherfuckers' cars and shit.
He just better hope he don't. He just better hope he don't fall face first again, because he look like he ain't gonna make it to wherever he walking to. No doubt, Ed. No doubt, Tanya. Appreciate you, baby. I ain't gonna be on too much longer neither. I think, like I said, Word got a live coming up, so I'm definitely going to chime in on that one.
I can see it. You should probably get into that. You should be a private investigator. That'd be kind of a sick job, but you could deal with like proper cases and shit.
If I was a private investigator, I would be investigating stuff that actually need to be investigated. So
yeah, you know what I mean. Like get involved with it. So, have you ever seen the movie Walk Among the Tombstones? A Walk Among the Tombstones.
Yeah,
you should look into that one. Yeah, do a case like that. I can see you being one. I can see you being that guy.
Won't be doing no sort of investigations unless the investigations really are needed, baby.
Go to the source of the issue. You know what
I mean? Nah, got to. That's what you got to see. Like even with as a community, we got to get to the source of the issues that are plaguing us, and then we got to just band together and just fight. That's what we're supposed to do. Fight all of the oppression and fight all of the concepts that they are trying to feed and force.
They already lost. It's already game over, though. They've lost already. It's just a matter of time because they love playing in this time thing. You know, Saturn,
Yeah.
going on Saturn, and all that. They love playing in this cube.
Facts.
What, the drunk guy is still fucking walking out there?
No. He good. Yeah, I told you he done walked off already, but I said wherever he going to, he might not make it. He staggered twice. Like I said, when I
What the
thought he
fuck
was
are
trying
you,
to
a
combo,
security guard or something?
yeah, overnight security.
That's awesome. We're gonna need
Yeah,
you for a job, bro. We're gonna hire you.
I'm unconventional. See, I go by the book, but I don't go by the book. If I feel it's necessary, I gotta take necessary action. Other than that, I just be falling back. But there are a lot of times you don't be too much going on. See, like right now it's summertime. This is probably the busiest my job will be during the summer. Other than that, spring, winter, and fall is dead. So you know it's not much to worry about. So probably got to worry about the occasional, this happened. What? How did this happen? I don't know. Frozen pipes. Let me break this down. Like we might have to worry about little,
What are you, an
like
industrial, like industrial or something?
not industrial, but it is outdoors though. Like most of it is outdoors. We got our stations as far as security guards is concerned, but everything is most outdoors. So we in a big spot. But then my thing on though, you got some people that when they come through, you figure during the day is the best time to try to do a little bit of everything. Don't wait till the nighttime to be stupid. No doubt, Angela, appreciate you, baby. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold out but for much longer neither, because I'm gonna definitely have to stay on point with these cameras. But I definitely want to have this combo tonight. And see, this is a good combo right here, and combos like this will continue to happen. Whether the nut huggers love it or not, sorry, I'm addressing y'all nut huggers again. Whether you love it or not, still gonna be here. And while I'm here, you're gonna be sitting in that corner watching me, baby. Love it, embrace it. Look at my face, motherfuckers. I ain't going nowhere. And as long as I got something to bring to the forefront, I don't think about going nowhere.
You're the fucking demonic laugh when you talk about his face. It's like a.
Nah, this is not a demonic face. It's not. I'm not that demonic.
Laugh.
I don't know.
Bro, it's like, oh my god, I know what you're into now. Jesus Christ. You're a fucking demon, bud.
Hey, nowhere near a demon. I'm just myself. I could be a demon if I want to, but hey, everybody got a demon in them. This is about unleashing it, but I ain't unleashing it. I'm gonna unleash that demon on the ones that need it the most, the ones that just won't leave well enough alone. So, other than that,
Are you over 5 souls yet?
I think I got 100. I think that's why my face is grayed out. Let me see how many eulogies I performed since January. It's been more than a few. So yeah, the body count is catching up. But hey, it's the good body counts, so I don't care about that. Like you gotta go.
Oh no.
Yeah, but oh shoot. Speaking of which, Brother Word is live right now. About to definitely show up. Yeah, because I want to definitely check that live because that was the live he was supposed to do last night, but he said he had to switch it to tonight. So, again, we always will have these talks. Doesn't matter if it's early or if it's late, because we need to just come back together, unite. If we don't unite and fight, we just gonna keep suffering. So, something to think about. Got something you want to say before I close this off? About to definitely go show Brother Word some love.
For having me on here, man. You know what I mean?
I'm not, you more than welcome, bro. But see, next time you gotta type in the chat. I didn't even notice you was sitting there waiting behind stage. See how you be doing things? See how you be
Bro, I was only there for like a minute, man, and then I realized that's probably what I should do. So it's all good.
Nah, no, because sometimes I don't be knowing. Like that's why I'm saying. Like if I'm like prime example earlier, I wasn't really looking at. I wasn't even looking at the chat. I was
No,
literally just speaking.
I know how YouTube is and shit too. But yeah, I'll type. I already figured that. That's why, I wasn't sitting there for a long time or anything. I was there for like a minute or two, and that's what I figured. I'm just gonna type in there.
No doubt, no doubt. Well, at least I knew. Because when I looked back at the chat, you're backstage. See, I ain't know that because I wasn't looking at the phone right quick. So, but you're always more than welcome, bro. Especially if you add it to the combo, you're more than welcome, bro.
Everybody have a great, great night or whatever it is. Thank you for having me on here, man. Great conversation.
You already know, bro. So you fam. So you already know you're more than welcome. So anytime you want to chime in on the combo, you're more than welcome, like anybody. So
I'm a pop in, whenever I see it again. Much love, everyone.
No doubt, bro. You already. Shout outs to Cage for popping in. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. I know everybody, I can tell by that little number one that everybody ran to the words. If you haven't done so, you already know, just drop links. If you probably did already, some good people and good content creators in here. And this is what we're going to continue to do. Bring everything necessary to the front. And again, for the ball huggers that just don't like me, I don't give a damn if you like me, but you're going to respect me. If you don't respect me, I'm going to respect your house. That's what I'm going to do. This definitely was a good talking conversation. And again, you already know you're going to get that morning Scythe tomorrow. It might be a little later than expected, but you're still going to get that morning Scythe. And I'm going to definitely try to do some musical to back up again. And I think I might have another open panel discussion for something else. Because I still want to finish tackling the one thing. Again, we just going to have to stop allowing all of the misinformation and miseducation to plague the community. At some point, we have to stand up. So, definitely always a good talk. Definitely see y'all later on this morning or whatever. If y'all was new to the channel, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to the replay game. Shout out to the Shadow Mafia, the Shadow Babies. Y'all know what it is, baby. And for everybody that was in attendance tonight, you already know that love is love. It'll be reciprocated as such. I don't know how to be fake. All I can do is give you real. That's what we'll do, is give you real topics and real builds. Like I said, we definitely about to go show Brother Word some love. And, we're going to continue to keep bringing this. Public service announcement for those who might catch the replay. It's not going to be tomorrow, but I think next Thursday I'm going to try to bring a special edition to the Poetry Night. I know some of y'all been asking and begging for it, so I'm going to just bring it. But when I bring it, I expect everybody to be up in here as well, too. And y'all already know the drill. If y'all got anything y'all want to present to the stage, y'all more than welcome. There is no tyranny and there is no dictatorships over here. It's just nothing but love, respect, growth, and build. And that's what we're going to keep doing. And for those who don't want to be a part of it, you don't necessarily have to. But you don't have to be a nuisance neither. So, but y'all stay safe. Keep that third eye open. Definitely see y'all at Words. Until the next live, we out of here. Peace and blessings.